Let's start over again. 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1, and 1 times 1 is 1. The next 0, 0 times 0 is 0. You have to start it on the 0 directly, which you are using to multiply, okay? Then 0 times 1, you move it, 0. 0 times 1 is 0, and 0 times 0 is 0. It keeps on shifting, okay? We are done using the second digit to multiply. We use the last digit next. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1, and 1 times 1 is 1. So now we are done multiplying. What do we do next? We add together. So 0 plus nothing is 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 0 plus 0 is 1. And 1 plus 0 plus 1 is 2. Can we write 2? No. Remember, this is the binary system and it is base 2, right? So we can't write 2. We can remember the reason, right? So what do? 1 plus 1 is 2. So we are going to be using the base to divide it. So 2 divided by 2 is going to give you 1 remainder 0. You remember this, right? So you write 0 and carry over 1 to the next column. Have you done that? So the next column we have 1 plus 0 plus 1, which is still 2. The same process, 2 divided by 2 is 1 remainder 0. You write 0 and carry over 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, still the same thing. So 2 divided by the base, which is 2, is 1 remainder 0. So you write 0 and carry over 1 to the next side. There's nothing here except 1, so you write 1. So this is our answer, okay? This times this is going to give you this. Remember, this is binary, it's in base 2, okay? And knowing this is important for computer programming, okay? Good. Let's look at another example. Here we have a different base. This times this, 203 in base 5 times 12 in base 5. We have to multiply it. So what is it going to give us? You arrange properly, okay? Are you done arranging? So when you're done, we'll start multiplying, okay? So 2 times 3 is going to give us 6. We can't write 6 because 6 is higher than 5, right? Remember, the highest digit in a base is less than the base. So the less than the base is 4 that you can write. And 6 is higher than the base. So what do? We divide by the base, right? So 6 divided by 5 is 1 remainder 1. So you write down 1 and carry over 1. I hope we still understand that. So you write down this one and carry over this one, okay? So 2 times 0 is 0 plus the 1 you carried over is 1. You write down 1, okay? 2 times 2 is 4. 4 is less than 5, so you can write down 4. We are done using the first digit to multiply. Let's go over to the next one. 1 times 3 is 3. You write down 3. 1 times 0 is 0. You write down 0. And 1 times 2 is 2. You write down 2. So when we are done using all the digits to multiply, we add. Okay? 1 plus nothing is 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 0 is 4. And 2 plus nothing is 2. So we have here 2, 4, 4, 1 base 5. Okay? So this times this is going to give you this. Okay? Do you understand? Good. So next, let's look at division of number base. We have looked at multiplication. Now we're going to be looking at division, okay? I'm sure by now we are going to be able to multiply different number base, right? Okay, so now division. 10101 divided by 11. So you know that this is in base 2, right? This is a binary number, so it's in base 2. So we're going to be using this to divide this. So are we ready? Let's start. We're going to be using the long division method, okay? We are using the long division method to do this. So let's start. 11 divided by 1, it can't go, so let's add another number to it. 11 divided by 10, it can't go, so we are going to add another number to it. So we have 11 divided by 101. We are going to write 1, okay? Do you know the reason? We are using base 2 and we cannot write any number that is higher than 2, right? We're writing the number that is lesser than 2. Remember, that is what we said. So we write 1. 1 times 11 is 11. So we minus, okay? 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 minus 1, it can't go, so you borrow from here. And when you borrow from here, you remember this is in base 2. So you carry over to here, is 2 you have here. So 2 minus 1 is 1. Here is left with 0. There is nothing here, so there is no need to write it. So we are left with 10. Can 11 divide 10? No. So we bring down this 0 here, okay? So 11 in 100 is still 1. You write down 1. 1 times 11 is 11. We minus again, okay? Sorry, I forgot to put the minus sign. You minus here. So 0 minus 1, it can't go, so you borrow, okay? When you borrow from here, it goes over to here is 2. You still borrow from here because it's here we need it. You borrow over to here, you have 2 here. So 2 minus 1 is 1. Here you are left with 1, right? When you borrowed from here, you had 2. So when you borrowed from these 2 to here, you were left with 1. So 1 minus 1 is still 0, so there is no need writing it. So we're left with 1 here. So we bring down this other one because 11 cannot go into 1. So you bring down this other one and write it. So we have 11 here. So 11 in 11 is 1. So you write 1, and 1 times 11 is 11. So when you have this, you minus. So 11 minus 11 is 0. We don't have any number up here again, so we can't bring down any other number. So this divided by this is going to give you this, okay? It's going to give you 1, 1, 1. Do you understand? There is another method we can use. So I'm going to show you that method, still using this question, okay? For you to see that we are going to still arrive at the same answer. Okay? So this is the other method we are going to be using. So this is a question, right? You remember the question. 10101 divided by 11. Remember, this is in base 2, right? This is a binary. So first we are going to convert this first binary, this first base 2, to base 10, okay? Remember how to convert to base 10? First you label your numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you multiply by the base raised to power the number you have up here. So 1 times 2 raised to power 4 plus 0 times 2 raised to power 3 plus 1 times 2 raised to power 2 plus 0 times 2 raised to power 1 plus 1 times 2 raised to power 0. When you are done with that, you do what? You simplify next. So 1 times 2 raised to power 4 is 16 plus 0 times 2 raised to power 3 is 0. Remember, anything times 0 is 0. Plus 1 times 2 raised to power 2 is 4. Plus 0 times 2 raised to power 1 is 0. Plus 1 times 2 raised to the power 0 is 1. Okay, when you are done, you add this together. 16 plus 0 plus 4 plus 0 plus 1 is going to give you 21. Okay, when you get 21 as your base 10, remember this is base 10 even if you don't see the base. Okay, when you see this without a base is base 10, and when you see this you should know that it's base 2. Okay, so this in base 10 is 21. So now we have converted this to base 10. Let's convert 1 to base 10. So 1 is equals to 1 times 2 raised to the power 1 plus 1 times 2 raised to the power 0. I'm sure you know how we got this, right? Good. So 1 times 2 raised to the power 1 is 2 plus 1 times 2 raised to the power 0 is 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3. When we have gotten our base 10 number, we divide this divided by this. Okay, 11, which is 1 in base 10, is 3. Okay, this is in base 10. Okay, so we have gotten the base 10 of this, which is 21, and the base 10 of this, which is 3. So we divide this, okay, by this. So 21 divided by 3 is going to give you 7. 3 times 7 is 21. Okay, so 3 divided by 21 is 7. So now we have gotten 7. We are going to convert it back to base 2. We are going to convert it back to base 2. Okay, this is in base 2, right? You know that. So we are going to convert it back to base 2. So 2 divided by 7 is 3 remainder 1. 2 times 3 is 6, so there is a remainder of 1. Then 2 in 3 is 1 remainder 1. 2 times 1 is 2 remainder 1. Okay, so now we have gotten to this point. 2 cannot go into 1, so we start collecting our number from here to the remainder. Okay, so we have 1 1 1 left. So this divided by this is 1 1 1. Is it the same with what we got using the long division method? Let's check. You can see it's the same, right? 1 1 1. So you can either use this method, the long division method, or you use this method. You change the numbers into base 10. You change the number into base 10, change this other number into base 10. Then you divide it. When you are done dividing, you change back to the base it should be in. Okay, when you change back to the base it should be in, you'll get your answer. Do you understand? So I'm sure using this method or the long division method, you are going to be able to divide other number base, right? You can do that. Okay, that is good. So today's lesson on number base 2, we understood everything we learned, right? We looked at so many examples to help us understand better. So we understood everything we learned today. We looked at conversion of one base to another base. We also looked at addition of number base, right? Of different number bases. Then we looked at subtraction, and we also looked at multiplication, and lastly we looked at division. So we understood everything on today's lesson in number base, right? Okay, that is good. So next we are going to be looking at our assignment. I'm sure we're going to be able to do our assignment, right? We looked at so many examples solving different equations. So I'm sure we're going to be able to do this. Okay, that is very good. So keep on practicing, because practice makes perfect, okay? So when you keep on practicing, you will know more and it will be easy for you to solve, okay? Good.